The latest numbers show an increasing number of Canadians are looking to buy a cottage or a cabin. Right now, nearly 1 in 10 Canadians owns a recreational property, and another 6% say, hey, they are looking to buy. But is this the right time? Joining us this morning is real estate broker Erica Reddy. Welcome to your morning.
Thank you.
Okay, let's jump right in. The annual Royal LePage Recreational Property Report says this: the average price of a single-family home in Canada's cottage country is expected to drop by almost 4.5% this year. What's behind the decline?
So I think we can all agree the word decline has everybody kind of on the edge of their seat. It's a little fearful, but I think what's really important to understand about the cottage market and the recreational market is we saw unprecedented numbers. We saw so many people entering the market in the peak of the pandemic because they were trying to get space from their neighbors and get out of the city centers.
Yeah.
What I would say now is we're seeing a normal, more balanced recreational market, but that number, that decline is effectively comparing apples and oranges. We're comparing unprecedented times against what I would deem to be kind of average or normal time within the marketplace.
There was a lot of people also that cashed out of their cottages during the pandemic because they knew they could get the price.
Absolutely.
Is now the right time to buy a summer property?
So I would say yes. And the reason I say that is my perspective is, as a buyer, especially entering that market, a little bit more balance in the marketplace is actually a good thing. And I think, seeing this quote unquote decline, as you said, does allow for people to take a little bit more time and really enter that market and get what they're looking for.
Let's talk about what you're looking for. What are some of the things that we need to consider when we're looking to buy a cottage?
Absolutely. So I think first and foremost, my biggest piece of advice is buying a cottage is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You want to take your time. You don't want to be entering the market and feeling rushed. I mean, this is definitely something that you're looking to purchase because you're going to enjoy it and you want to try and get everything that you're looking for. So take that time. Treat it like a marathon. The other thing I would say is you probably want to be aware of some of the hidden costs that can creep up, just more so even with ownership. I mean, when you're owning a cottage or a cabin, things you might not think about, costs associated with, say, an arborist, pest control, firewood delivery, all these things do add up over time. Another thought, sometimes people are looking to rent out the property, if you're not going to be using it all summer or all winter. So just make sure that if you're doing so, the jurisdiction or municipality actually permits those rentals.
Some people are in love with this idea of vacationing or being on a lake or in the woods, but I always say, it's a different thing when you're paying bills with someone or something.
Exactly. And they do creep up because there's just lots of things that you don't necessarily think about. And probably the last piece on thinking about or things you might forget is I would also say just figure out exactly how you want to use the property. So if you're looking to use it for, say, winter use only, you might not need to worry. But if it's a summer property that you're thinking you might want to use in the winter, make sure it's winterized and you can actually use it and access it in, say, the off season.
All right, let's go shopping because this is going to be fun. Let's say our budget is around $550,000 to $650,000. Yes. What will that get you in different parts of Canada? Let's start in Ontario.
Okay, love it. So, this is obviously my day-to-day. So you're
so
really twisting my arm on this one. But so if we're looking...
That's huge.
Yeah. So this is looking just outside of Ontario in a community in Georgian Bay. So this would be a water access property that you would be looking at, as you can see, a really inviting summer property. So this would definitely be something that you would be looking at for summer use most likely.
I was not expecting to get something on the water and this big and this well-maintained. It's really beautiful.
Now might be the time.
Okay, let's take everybody to Quebec. What can we get there?
So this is going to obviously shift gears a little bit. This one would be not too far from Mount Tremblant. So again, a nice, really fun, you could look at this more.
There's a grand piano there.
See? This is optimistic, right?
Yes.
And so this is going to get you something, obviously, that is probably going to give you more of that four-season use that we were talking about. So that ability to obviously enjoy skiing in the wintertime, not being far from Tremblant, and then obviously summertime, whether it's lake or cycling or golf, kind of all those recreational activities. So this could be something that you could really look to embrace the four-season recreational property market with.
And with a chandelier in every bedroom and a grand piano. That's amazing. Let's head across the country to BC.
Absolutely. So this one's actually really fun. I love this one. This one is more remote. So I would say this is for somebody that's really looking for true cottaging. This one's a bit of a commitment to get to between ferry and boat and all of that. But once you are there, you are literally in your own private oasis. So I would almost argue this is like buying a tree house as far as how it's going to feel. But I think the really exciting part about this, look at that view.
Yeah.
Right?
Beautiful.
So I think if nothing else, I think and hope that this puts some optimism into those people that have maybe been considering recreation as something that they're looking to dabble with. I would say that looking at all of this, there's some pretty great buys out there.
I can feel everybody's laptop opening at home as we speak, and they're starting to go searching. Hey, great to have you here. That was a lot of fun.
Amazing. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.